my name is Bjørn and welcome to my channel. A few weeks ago I released a new single, Dark Shadows, which is the lead-off track from my new mini album called A Fleeting Glimpse. Dark Shadows feature long-time Pink Floyd backing vocalist Durga McBroom. And A Fleeting Glimpse is really all about me wanting to write original material, trying to get as close as I possibly could to the Pink Floyd sound without actually stealing or doing covers. So in this video I'm going to explain how I recorded the guitar solo and how I approached setting up the tone. If you like this video and my content, then please subscribe and hit the bell button. And please drop me a comment as well. I love reading your comments. I've recorded all the guitars for this mini album here in the Airbag recording studio. And for the track I used my 1996 Fender Stratocaster. I've done a video explaining all the details and all the history of this guitar. You find a link up here, so do check that out. The amp that I used for Dark Shadows is my Riis Custom 50 that you can spot in the back there, which is a high watt clone similar to what David Gilmour has been using since the late 60s. The amp is linked, has a linked input to add a bit more presence and upper mid range. The cabinet is a Blackstar S1 with Celestion V30 speakers. The cabinet is mic'd with a Sennheiser 906 straight up to the grill and probably an inch off axis to roll off some of those high-end frequencies. Dark Shadows sort of goes back to classic Pink Floyd and perhaps Dark Side of the Moon in particular, but I also wanted to blend that with some of the newer stuff and one of my favorite albums, Division Bell, some of the David Gilmour solo stuff and On an Island in particular. For the solo I wanted something huge and something that reminded me of his tones on Delicate Sound of Thunder and Pulse. So I went for the Big Muff. I used the Ram's Head reissue from Electromonics. It's a perfect clone, in my opinion, of the classic Big Muff sound of the early and mid 70s. That's pretty much it. The amp is set clean. I'm using my guitar and the Big Muff, and I add a bit of reverb or room and a bit of delays in the mix. I also added a really great sounding plug-in, which is an emulation of the Yamaha rotating speaker cabinet that David Gilmour used on Animals on the Wall and also on more recent stuff. The plug-in is by SK Note Audio, and it really captures the tone and the physics of a real Leslie cabinet or rotating speaker cabinet. So in the clip I'm going to do the dry guitar solo first and then add in the plug-in so you can really hear how it opens up and adds that David Gilmour signature modulation. Again, please drop me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.